Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm going to be showing you a nasty 69% win rate Nunu jungle build. The only reason why I'm not watching my opposite side jungle right now is because the enemy team has a Kayn, and Kayn has a very popular route where he goes over your Baron wall, or Dragon wall, and cheeses your camp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ward for it. It's very common that he'll wait in the bush and then take it, and then he'll fight you on your buff, come over, smite it from you. It's super annoying. But yeah, anyways, Nunu, 69% win rate build. He's super strong right now. For your runes, you're going to want Phase Rush, Nimbus, Celerity with Water Walking, Triumph, and Tenacity. Secondary runes, you can also go Relentless Hunter and Cheap Shot. That works very well. Very strong. Nunu clears fastest off of red side. He takes red buff well, and he takes Raptors very, very well because of his W. So you're generally just going to go red buff straight into Raps, and you can look to push in your blue side jungle or look straight for a gank. I think we could really look straight for a gank. You might be wondering why we took Ignite. Ignite works really well on any jungler that takes Nimbus Cloak already. On top of that, Nunu can't use his Flash or his Ghost when he's in his Snowballs, so it's really not as good as... Flash isn't really as good on Nunu as you'd think it is. Having Ignite's really nice for a little bit of extra damage, plus it's a quality speed up whenever you use it since we have Nimbus Cloak, so it's going to help us to stay on top of people. Yasuo is already shoving wave, so there's no reason for us to really gank this. She's already on her back foot, and Nunu isn't particularly fast at this level. We're gonna actually skip the wolves because they are not gonna give us level 3. You gotta take Gromp or Krugs to get level 3. If you're only gonna do a 3 camp clear, which is usually what you want to do on Nunu. 3 camps is the best thing to do on him. He doesn't need anything else. It's just get level 3, start ganking, get scuttles, gank. That's his play style. Set just got first blood, actually. You want to wait to W till you hit river when you're going to gank. Getting that extra movement speed adds it up to your snowball throughout the full duration. Oh, Kayn, you're so screwed. I didn't even have to ignite for that. Nunu has solid burst. The ignite's also really nice because there's so much self-healing in League of Legends. There's going to be at least one champion on the enemy team who's going to either have self-healing in their kit or I don't think he took his Raptors yet. He did a really... Okay, he did. He did red, Raps, and the top gank. Every single champion in the game is going to have at least one item or one ability in their kit that gives them self-healing for the most part. You'd be best off building it. Wing off of Scuttle Crab gives you the movement speed throughout the whole duration. That's a kill. We want to shove this wave in. That way it resets. Garen's going to miss all that golden XP, and now the wave's going to reinforce sooner on Garen's side. That set TP was honestly really wasteful. I'm going to W after we hit the scuttle speed up, so we maintain the speed up all the way through. Same goes for our celerity and water walking. I'm going to finish shoving this. She's going to miss all that golden XP. The wave's going to reset. I'm hoping Kayn hasn't taken this scuttle yet. If he has, we can push back into his Raptors. All right, looks like it's still good to go. Go ahead and take that down. Usually you want to CC it first or smite it first. Once again, try to play around the scuttle speed ups. It's going to help you land your snowballs. And we got away because phase rush. 𝗕𝐂𝐈 just wasted her TP, I think. I'm not really slow, and she doesn't have her R yet. I accidentally just walked backwards. I clicked on the freaking mini map. I clicked like that. Nearly got myself killed. Nunu's very strong right now. He's going to be very, very good for winning games season 12. He's a lot better right now than he was for most of season 11. The reason being is for season 12, they gave Sunfire Aegis a nice little buff. They also buffed Chem Tank and Frostfire. So for a lot of season 11, it was actually kind of better to go for AP Nunu. Now take Nunu not only has a higher win rate, but it also has a higher pick rate, which is crazy. Normally the thing that has a higher pick rate, the win rate gets heavily diluted. But yeah, it's literally higher pick rate and higher win rate. So at the moment, the only reason you'd ever go AP on Nunu is if your team's like full AD and you feel like you're gonna need that extra damage to carry your team, because the enemy just stack armor. In this case, I have a Swain on my team. He can honestly do enough AP damage for a whole team because of his area damage and his R and whatnot. We don't necessarily have to back yet. You're only really going to back on Nunu when you can get an item you want to get, or if you're too low on health and mana. Since his Q heals him, you'll usually be full health all the time. One of the best things to get on your first back is to get tier 2 boots, because any speed up that you are enjoying, whether it's boots, river walking, celerity, scuttle crab, it lasts through the full duration of your W, even if it no longer applies. So usually going for tier 2 boots is your best move. My ignite's on cooldown anyway, so I think now's a good time. We could get tier 2s rush out for our second red buff. Against their team, they are very AD heavy, I'd say. They have triple AD, so I'll get plated still caps and we'll build straight into this. And they do have the Luck Snare and the Garen Silence, which Tenacity works against. We did take Tenacity in our runes to prepare for that. If the enemy team doesn't have much CC, I'd recommend going Domination Tree secondary instead for Relentless Hunter. Having the extra speed up's nice, and getting the eyeball collection. You don't want to solo start Ocean Dragons. That's the only dragon that's like a death sentence if you don't know where the enemy jungler is, because Ocean Dragon is the only dragon that slows you, so trying to get away from it's a pain. You can get away from it with your W, since your W, you can't be slowed while you're on it, but using your W, you are inherently slower when you first activate it. So like you're moving not too quick. Got it. I'm sure he loved that. He's down a lot of levels on me. I could probably take Dragon right now. Not gonna risk it. Swain just back. The enemy bot lane's gonna be reinforcing. I'm just gonna kill him and leave. I need to get through the 𝗕𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒 slow. Oh, please don't let me die. I'm literally dead. Dang, that's really rough. Her dash has so much range that even with my W speed up, she could still run me down. And she doesn't even have tier 1 boots. That champ is nuts. Oh, I really thought I could get away out of that situation. Your E, after you hit them, with at least one snowball from your E, once your E ends, it'll snare them. So when you get used to the animation, and you can also hear it when you know it's about to snare, you want to start up your R, because it gives you more time to channel it, because you can start the channel and then they get snared, and then you get the full duration of the snare, rather than waiting till they're snared and wasting a duration of the snare to start it, if that makes sense. Dang, we just gave 𝗕𝐂𝐈𝐾 a fatty shutdown. That's not fun. Kane got red buff. He's still not level 6. Still very far behind. I feel like his Raptors might actually be up. He might have skipped them to grab that mid wave. Got the knockup. We're tanking. Phase Rush speeds us up. Yasuo Panic Flash is not realizing a 𝗕𝐂𝐈𝐾 R is definitely on cooldown. She might come mess with me. My Phase Rush will be up soon. I think we could get away. We want to leave at least one Raptor so the camp doesn't respawn. I'm so tempted to Q that. I'm not gonna though. Checking for wards. A lot of times coming up from behind makes the ganks easier. A lot of people will ward the river knowing that's where Nunu's favorite spot is to abuse his water walking movement speed bonus combined with his W. So got the knock up straight into E. Qs. Try to walk with them. Got off the snare. I didn't want to R because there's no point. If you know you and your team are going to get the kill, there's no reason to blow the resource. W from here. Hug the wall so any wards in that bush that we're approaching doesn't see us. Got the knock up. Just trying to do some damage to her. 𝗕𝐂𝐈𝐾 doesn't have a lot of self-sustain or self-healing, especially if she doesn't start Doran Shield. So if we can get a little bit of damage, because we're going to cross through anyways. I don't recommend ganking on as a jungler 9 out of 10 times if you know you can't get the kill, but I wanted to come to my Raptors anyway, so I didn't mind just sweeping through real quick. Biggest reason why you don't want to take ganks you know that aren't going to be kills is you're exposing yourself on the minimap, which allows the enemies to play a lot more aggressive against your other laners. I'm going to go for the scuttle crab Kane's bot side. I think it's more worth to get Herald than to rush down there. There's a high chance my bot lane dies. That should die from the burn. Jungle item burn that we've absorbed. Why is Garen coming over here? He's coming for Scuttle Crab. I'm gonna pull this over so he doesn't see it. Yeah, we saw it anyways. It's so annoying. It's annoying because I know he can't kill me, but he's like not getting CS right now. Oh well. It is what it is. He's probably frustrated, even ganking him a lot. Your E is technically AoE in terms of damage and snare, so if we take these at the same time, we can do it a little bit faster. Just a little bit. 𝗕𝐂𝐈 got a kill on him. She's very low. We could definitely scoop her up. Blue Smite is good on Nunu. If you have Nimbus Cloak, it's not like that necessary because you'll be fast when you use... I can't believe I just did that. Took my hand off my thing there to explain to you guys, because you can obviously see my hand motions right now. Try to grab this. Oh, freaking heck, man. Why are people harassing me in here? I R'd early because I don't know if his R is up. Yeah, he's dead. God, this is so annoying having these guys on me. Thank you. I'm gonna Nimbus Cloak, speed up off of him, knock him up, get my phase rush. Bye bye, Garen. Don't know where 𝗕𝐂𝐈's at. That's making me a little nervous. All right, there she is. I was keeping an eye on my phase rush. You can see when it's coming off of cooldown. 𝗕𝐂𝐈 had no chance there. Nunu with Ignite can solo a lot of characters, even things like a Xin Zhao or Warwick if you play it right. We're going to go ahead, pick up the Sunfire Aegis, and go straight into Dead Man's. This build used to be a bit more of a classic back in early Season 11. It's starting to come back into the meta with the Sunfire Aegis buffs. You can get away with going Dead Man second because you're tanky enough, because Dead Man's has been nerfed a lot over the seasons to give less health, less movement speed, less armor. Since Sunfire Aegis is as good as it is, we can get past that and move on. Our Herald's up. We want to actually lay that before plates fall off. I'll go lay it mid. It doesn't... Herald only scrapes 2 plates in a sliver. So bot lane, I'm not even going to get turret out of it. I'd rather just get the one mid, even if it is just 1 plate. Haven't really gotten any dragons yet this game. It's been very challenging with how the lanes have been going. I don't mind just ending it early on these guys with taking double Herald. I prefer to end games earlier. The longer you drag a game out as a jungler or tank champion, you become more and more team reliant. Just how OP 80 carry items get. Yeah, Yasuo's a goofball. There's no way I can save him. He goes back in. He did get the Lux. That's not too shabby. We'll take that. All right, it's time to get Dragon. They're all gonna pinch on set. He's the furthest one pushed up on the map. It's obvious they're all gonna start coming for him. MF's a little out of position. I don't want a deep chase for 1 kill. I'd rather get Dragon. Really hate fighting ocean dragons. The slow they put on you. I'm moving at 312 right now, which is slower than my base movement speed with no boots. Plus, I'm sitting on water walking and celerity with tier 2s. Such an OP dragon to try to fight. Oh. Oh, get me out of here. Oh my goodness. I'm dead. Dude, getting away from 𝗕𝐂𝐈 is actually so challenging. I got a little too greedy. I was the furthest one pushed up on the map. And they dropped some TP on me. Huge pinch by the enemies. Oh well. We'll grab the rest of our dead mans. You can also pick up a Dark Seal on Nunu if you're doing particularly well. I would recommend at least getting tier 1 boots before you do so. Preferably tier 2 boots to make your ganks that much better. The reason why you don't max your W second is it doesn't get any more movement speed per level. All it gets is damage. Your E gets damage and extra movement speed slow, which makes it more worth. Your W actually gets faster per your champion level. and for your current movement bonuses. So that is why Nunu generally maxes W last. That's really annoying. Good Swain pull. She's about to get wrecked. Yeah, Garen knows he can't turn in for this. The only person who can just straight up run me down is 𝗕𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒 with her R dashes. That's it. Everyone else I have a pretty good fighting chance. I'm gonna keep taking this guy's camps. As long as our phase rush is up and our E is up, we can definitely get away. Your E is your easiest way to apply it because you don't even have to hit him with an auto or anything. You can just hit him with 3 E's. Which also slows them, so it's double whammy for them. Free scuttle crab. I think we've gotten every scuttle this game. It's made ganking so easy. Smite Q it, take off its shield first. I'll go bash this 𝗕𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒. If I just play around Yasuo, we could probably 2v5. Got her. Oh my god, I didn't cancel my R. Yeah, I'm actually getting very low. If I would have canceled my R, she would have died. I didn't think she was going to be able to escape it. She barely did. She didn't have any energy and she just walked out of it. You can cancel your R by either inputting a movement command or by recasting it. Either one works. We had the damage, just didn't reactivate. It's a gosh darn shame. The most fed character is MF right now. Even though 𝗕𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒's big, I don't think she really justifies me building more magic resist. I'm gonna get back on the scuttle, try to launch myself in here. I think Set's about to get got. He didn't go lethal tempo. Lethal tempo is so good on Set right now. Trying to avoid giving Kayn his gore drinker. The way I was spacing, I didn't want him to get double healing. Where's the rest of my team? It's just me and Set fighting over here. Not very optimal. I think 𝗕𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒 just saw me. Yeah, they know I'm here. Champ's so annoying. At least we still have a big CS lead on the Kayn, even if we died twice. We won that trade. She should have to back. We'll grab red buff into Raptors. We'll play for Drag Soul. As the game drags on longer and longer, just like with any tank jungler, you become much more team reliant. I'm not going to be able to solo Kayn, Garen, or 𝗕𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒. The only people I'll be able to kill are their squishies who lack self-healing, like currently MF and Lux have no self-healing. MF can access self-healing, usually through Bork or Bloodthirster, but she doesn't always. Sometimes she just focuses more on penetration for those big Rs. I had the W a little early there. I canceled my R and actually got off my damage there. Almost got the Lux in there, but she flashed. Now we take Dragon, no reason to chase. Wow, I didn't realize MF was low. Ezreal pinched with his R. Sunfire Aegis, the Flame Touch passive against champions and epic monsters gives you so much extra damage on your auto attacks. That big plume of fire you're seeing around me on my autos there lets me solo dragons really easily. Oh, I thought wolves were up. Those portals are really good for Nunu. You set up an R when they come through on it and it's free kill. I don't really want to give this guy either. I want both. Yasuo's up way too far. I don't really want to back him up right now. He's pretty much in their base. Very sketchy. He only has one item as well right now. He's sitting on a lot of gold. Gonna get himself killed. Yeah, not worth. Guaranteed TP bot side. They're all collapsing. My teammates just need to back up. I can definitely take these both on my own. I think Swain's trying to be nice and leash it. I don't think he actually wants the red buff. Alright, we're chilling. They're on Scuttle spawn. We'll grab Krugs real quick. Looks like they're coming in for the Ezreal. They're gonna have trouble chasing. Yeah, there's no Krugs right now. Lux can check the bush with her E. MF can check the bush with her E. I think both give vision. Ignited the Kayn. Kayn died inside of me. Woo! That hurt. I gotta get out of here, man. I lost all my health. Might be able to do a little something something. I would like to believe my W helped my team. It just wasn't that much because it didn't hit anything. I want to believe it made a difference. All right, let's get out of here. Take the portal. Bada boom. We're over here now. So yeah, like I was saying, way earlier in this game, you usually go for red smite over blue smite if you're playing with Nimbus Cloak, because red smite makes you way tankier. If the most fed person on their team is focusing you and you red smite them, you take, what is it, like 20% reduced damage? Yeah, 20% reduced damage for like 4 seconds, I believe. It's a long time. It's practically exhausting them on a very short cooldown. So that's about to get himself killed. Ooh, big knock up. Got the snare on her. My R's on cooldown. I'm actually going to hold on to my R here. I did red smiter to get a little bit of extra damage in towards the end. Gonna go in for the snare R. Barely missed the snare. Set low key. Almost pulled him out of my R. My snare is just an inch off. Your snare is much shorter than your actual R, so even if your snare misses, a lot of the times your R will still hit him with the tip, which is all you need. Trying to get him with this secondary snare. After Swain snared him, down goes Kayn. For Kayn to be tanky, he has to stay mobile and un-CC'd. A lot of his healing, especially on Red Kayn, comes from doing damage. Heals for like 40% of his damage dealt to enemy champions through his abilities. So if he's snared and he can't use his Q dash, kind of misses out on his healing. Kind of like Fiddlesticks. If Fiddlesticks is getting CC'd and he can't drain, well, he's gonna die pretty quick. We're sitting on a fudge load of gold. We're gonna go back and spend that, get our dead mans, and then get Spirit Visage or Thornmail to top off this 69% win rate build against their team. It's gonna be a Thornmail for sure. Oops, there it is. And then after that, you can get a Warmogs, a Gargoyle, Randuins. Those are fine. I wouldn't recommend anything that gives attack damage because Nunu doesn't scale with 80 whatsoever. Winter's Approach isn't bad. Winter's Approach chains are good. You can get Frozen Heart, even Force of Nature. Just don't buy an 80 item. So right now we're moving at nearly 700 movement speed because of the dead man. So we weren't even on Scuttle Crab. Got the knock up into EQ. Red smited her. I'm going to go for MF. Ignite her immediately. Swain should be able to get her, right? We split. That was smart movement by Swain. He split us up so Kayn couldn't hit us both with the same ability. And it looks like the enemies quit. If you guys enjoyed this Nunu Jungle commentary guide for Season 12, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we had one of the higher damages dealt in the game. We were basically tied for third. I'm happy with that. Looking at runes, we activated Phase Rush 21 times, Nimbus Cloak 21 times, Celerity gave us an extra 10,000 distance traveled. Oh boy, it's hard to really visualize what that means. Water walking total active time was I think that's 5 minutes, not 100% there. Triumph gave us back nearly 1,000 health, nearly 400 gold, and we completed tenacity by the 10-minute mark, which is solid. As long as they're completing it before 12-minute mark, it's fine. All in all, Nunu jungle for season 12, I'd say is at least an A tier jungler.